blow that LS to pieces. Welcome back to the channel, guys. In this action-packed episode, we got the LS blown motor for Phoenix going together right now. We're going to dyno that motor, and also got some updates for Death Trap here and some plans what we're going to do to make, hopefully, Florida be one of the most wildest events we've been to yet. So first, let's start off the updates for the LS motor. My brother is currently hand porting the heads now, and he's doing that just because we're not quite 100% ready to do the 5-axis machine yet, but future projects will hopefully be on that 5-axis. And then also they've got the long block pretty much together, so that's going well. Today's Saturday, it's Saturday afternoon, and hopefully tomorrow night we can be on there. So I want to get that in this video for you guys. And then also we got Death Trap in the shop. And the first order of business we wanted to do was we put a heating pad on our oil tank here to get the methanol burned out of there. We're changing oil pretty much every event in this truck. There's absolutely no reason for that. I mean, the reason we do it is because of all the alcohol, which you're gonna have from running methanol, but you can burn that out. So we've got a heater on there. I'm currently heating that now, and that'll help burn out the methanol, like I said. I'll rotate the pump over here to suck what's in the oil pan back up to the tank eventually. And then we're going to get these headlights wired in. Remember, these have the green rings in them. They're brand new since we smashed the driver's one. I bought a pair of those. And then we need to get some vinyl wrap on. And then one other finishing touch I wanted. This has been sitting for about 3 months almost. And I got bad news. It was supposed to be a green light bar. And I just opened it finally. Plugged it in when Carl was over here because I wanted to show him what I had in store. And it's orange. So I'm pretty disappointed because the first one that I got in, I never showed anyone. It wasn't the correct length. It was like a 45 instead of a 55. They replaced it. And now they gave me orange and white one. So I'm going to see what I can do there to get something. Maybe we got to ship it to Florida and install it there. But yeah, that's where we're at. I want to lift the truck up and I want to give you guys some bad news on what's going on here. And let's see if we can maybe get a plan together and fix that, because then I will explain what those tires were for in one of the previous episodes I mentioned. So let's lift it up now and I'll show you the bad news. So now with the truck lifted in the air, I can go ahead and give you a shot. So if you guys are new and you didn't catch in Steve's video, we did hit this on the wall at Bristol, and I'll put a little clip in there of that right now.
Oh no.
So just to recap, basically we went in there and got caught up in the barriers, and some of them had been pushed back, and we clipped the one that was coming the other direction. So long story, it is what it is. We got it all fixed, but I never even thought, we hit the bumper, which, came across here, bent that in and crushed the fender, and actually smashed off the dry sump line and kicked the belt off. Well, lots of things happen. One thing I never looked at until the other day when it was on the hoist was the suspension. Didn't think anything about it, so I'll show you that now. So here's what we got going on. The upper arm looks minty fresh. Honestly, it looks great. The lower one, if we get a shot here directly from the side, yeah, she's pretty well tweaked up there. Turn the light on so you can see a little better. It definitely bent the cross-member tabs back, cracked the weld there, and just starting to tear maybe a little bit there. Checked over these welds. That's all good up there. It's mainly just this ear right here on this cross member, which is this lower tube, so that's bending this wheel back. So I'm not 100% confident what I can do. I want to try something. And you may be thinking to yourself, why, Adam? It's just a burnout truck. You don't drive it on the street, and I don't. But, everybody's kind of been saying, oh, I wonder what the thing runs in the quarter mile. Well, we're not going to do quarter mile because I don't have the money to stick and put a cage in this thing to be safe, which you always want to be safe. But there's a test and tune down in Bradenton this next Friday that a lot of the burnout guys are going into, and I thought about entering the Death Trap into that, which I did pay for it, but we got to get this looked at. And I will pull over at some point when I go to my parents' place what I got in store for tires to help this thing out, because if you guys haven't been with the channel since the beginning, I'm not sure how much I posted, but this truck was originally going to be a drag racing truck. It has a 522 cubic inch blown big block Chevy on methanol, a covered in oil BTE 2-speed power glide, which is good for 2,500 horse. Does have a trans brake there that we should wire in. before we go. And it's got, you know, I don't know, 1350 U-joints or whatever. I mean, it's got all the good stuff in it. And, you know, we got 40 spline axles, quick performance sheet metal rear end, strange coilover adjustable shocks. It's all 4-linked. So all that stuff should be pretty well set up. So this is your Sunday night episode update, because Saturday blew past, Sunday blew past, and I'll show you what I did to that suspension. I actually went ahead and used this ratchet strap here, put a piece of metal and a block of wood in front of Phoenix, hooked it to the frame over there, hooked it to the lower A-arm, and what I did was I actually went ahead and cut off the gusset down here, where you can see I re-welded it, and pounded on the A-arm. And when I pounded on that lower A-arm bushing, hit that out, that did tweak that A-arm back slightly, and it was enough for my liking, so went ahead and welded that back up. So all the bad welds are fixed and good to go. I did have the toe was out almost an inch, so that's all adjusted. And let's see here. Headlights wired in, working. Well, halos are working, the green halos. This light does not work on high beam, excuse me. That one does work on high beam. So I use the low beam to run the halos only, and then high beam to run the bulbs, but this bulb does not work, they're brand new. Go ahead and paint the turn signal light lenses black, and I opted to put the black bumper on here because, I don't know, put your opinion down below. I'm kind of thinking this black look to the front, I don't know, Steve's giving me those vibes, giving me those black valve covers, guys. I just get that intake painted black. I don't know, so that's what I'm thinking. Otherwise, the green ones, I don't know. It's over there in the dark on the other side of the shop. And also went ahead, my dad was over here, and we got this fender wrapped. And I gotta tell you, without having any issues, well, I had a couple small little issues here, little baby issues, but this is by far the best wrap I have ever put on. Best job, I should say. When we did the rest of this truck, it was like 2 a.m. on no sleep for 2 days. So like, you know, you got stuff peeling off here, you got wrinkles everywhere, all this stuff, just, yeah, it was bad. It was real bad. But you live and you learn, guys. Like I said, when you're running on fumes for sleep, I'll show you some of the worst of it. The worst part was right here on the fender. We kind of just ran into a major roadblock here, and I don't even know what we were doing. But anyways, that fender came out great. I'm going to get working on this light tomorrow since it'll be Monday, and hopefully LED equipped will be open. But yeah, at this point, I'm going to head inside. It's about 9 o'clock, and I'll catch you guys tomorrow, hopefully at the dyno. So it's Tuesday afternoon here, and I'm all loaded up. Got the headers, computer, fuel pump, oil filter housing, and I also got the blower riding up. Oh shit, little buddy, hold on. Oh God, you gotta get you strapped in there. All right, got him strapped in now. So blower's nice and safe, riding up front with me so I can keep an eye on this thing so it doesn't get away, because we need all the power we can get. So if it wants to blow anything away, blow that LS to pieces, make some power, baby. So we'll get there, we'll get hooked up here. I think my dad's got the dyno all set up with the motor on it. We just got to bolt all the accessories on. Get the blower, exhaust, oil pump, well, oil filter, all that stuff that's in the trunk, computer system, all that crap. Hooked up, we'll be ready to make some pulls. And like I said, got to beat that 650 number, guys. So, all right, we'll be over there shortly. All right, got it all set up. I don't know, Jason, how much oil's in that filter housing this time?
More than last time.
Yeah, and we only cranked it over so far.
Can't see the screen.
Yeah. Everything should be ready. Got the fuel pump on the belt. We primed it up by cranking it over. It's really all you can do for an LS. Well, I think there's a special procedure you're supposed to do, yeah. But we did that cranking. We got the computer all hooked up here. EGTs, O2. So I think we're ready to test fire. And Jason's gonna stay. You're gonna stay out of the danger spot again.
Where's my earplugs?
Oh, he needs his earmuffs.
I don't know where they're at.
Safety glasses. Yep. You better get some safety glasses. All right. Well, we'll get a primer bottle. Jason, get his safety glasses, earmuffs, and we'll start cranking. Jason, what the heck's going on here?
I don't know.
I think it's clear to say Phoenix is not going to Florida.
Nope.
Not this time.
Not this time.
I think, unfortunately. Yeah, is this piece important? Jason, get the light on that.
That's right here.
It's clean.
Oh,
Here, let's show them the oil pan down here. Jeez. This is like Florida all over, except we didn't have to drive 24 hours to have it happen. Unfortunately, it is just a stock bottom end, so before anybody gets hasty in the comments, this is a risk you take with trying to put this. Let's see the graph here. Pull that back up. Just to give you an idea with the head work and stuff. We didn't get much of a run, obviously, but there you go. So that's the last run we had where we made 650, I think. And at 3,500 RPMs, it was already making like 130 foot-pounds more torque and, I don't know, like 70 more horse. And that was just starting out. So the only reason why it dips there is because it did cough a little bit at the beginning. But, well, I guess, Jason, you better focus on the Camaro so you can win. So we can actually... I think the next goal is we're going to actually build a bottom end this time. I don't know if it's going to be a 6-liter or not. We got stuff laying around. But hopefully we didn't hurt the heads because all that port work we did to it on the intake, that should be fine. But the heads, questionable, you know? Maybe there was enough boost pushing that down. Ooh, leg shape there. I don't know if you can really see that. Oh, yeah. Many thanks. All right, well, we're going to focus on the Camaro now. So Jason's going to do a little bit of hole patching so he doesn't get smoked out.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to clean some injectors for that. You probably can't breathe either.
No.
All right, well, I'll pull injectors, clean those. Jason's going to work on a little bit of patchwork. So, hey, we're going to leave from Florida early this year. Just because we're not taking all
ready
day.
yet.
Well, we'll be ready. Camaro ran. My truck's tuned, so. All right, well, we'll give you some updates on what other things we do before we head to Florida. But, yeah, unfortunately, no LS. Well, it's the next day here, and I'm back over at my shop. And, you know, I don't want to say it's a good thing the motor blew up, because it's not, obviously. But I got to say, we were probably a little in over our heads thinking we were going to get the rest of the stuff done. I have a rear glass sitting here. Front glass in the back of the truck that needs installed that we just picked up yesterday. The whole front clip, the grill, all that stuff needs to be put back together. So I think what we need to do, and I'm sure most of you guys would agree, is let's focus on the 2 rides that we have, which is wrapping up the truck to make sure this thing looks as good as it sounds and runs. And then I also brought over Jason's injectors out of the Camaro. So I got those here. Again, we're going to use our little tester thing, not getting any flow numbers, but just make sure they're all flowing about the same and clean, because these have been sitting with methanol in them since the last event, which was Bristol. So I got a few more things to button up as far as lights and stuff on here. And the light bar, unfortunately, that I said was wrong, I'm not going to have a replacement for, it doesn't sound like, because they don't have what I want in stock. And they're mad because I reported 3 months later that it was the wrong light. Respectfully so, I get that. But you know what? You shipped me the wrong shit the first time. You shipped it to me wrong the second time, and the first time was late for the last event at Bristol. So anyways, is what it is. So, all right, let's clean some injectors. Let's get to the tire situation here this afternoon and show you what's going on there and give you some insight to that. So I think we still got an action-packed episode coming up in the next one with Cleetus' burnout event and stuff like that. So let's get some injectors clean. Let's get over there. Let's get the Camaro fired back up. I got to take the Big and Ugly polished hat, which is over there, and get everything on there since I've got his black hat on my truck now. So let's get to it. Enough rambling on. Again, sucks about the motor. It really does. But you know what? Could be a blessing in disguise, guys, because it would have been a long next 2 nights to get that thing together. So we're going to build a motor this next time instead of using Gen 3 stock rods and pistons and trying to push that thing as hard as we are. So built motor coming for Phoenix for the next burnout event.
Yeah. Jesus Christ.
I know.
That open there fucking blew my eardrum.
So Tuesday night. Jeez, we're early. You're on Nader cam here. Short little guy running the camera. Is it pretty shaky, bud? Try and hold it still. All right, so what we got here is we got the tires off of Phoenix. Show them the tires, Nate. These are not orange. Or they are orange, never mind. These ones are the green ones that we bought for the Camaro several times ago, but Jason just never ran them because he wasn't that confident that he was actually going to do well. And Nate, up here, we did actually do some patchwork on the Camaro. Jason went ahead and patched in the rear wheel tubs. They're completely rotted out, so we did the old little spray foam hack. It should be enough to hopefully seal it off. And then these lug nuts here, these are going to be for the other rims that I'm going to run on the back of the death trap. And again, I will show you those coming up. Nate, let's show them the truck here. We made a few little additions to the truck. I painted these black. These are the turn signal lenses. Then we also added this sweet plate. Thank you to Ben Freeman with Sketch over in Australia for hooking me up with that. If you guys haven't checked out his channel, check out Sketch on Facebook. I'll put a link down below to his channel. Help him get some likes too, guys. I don't know. What else did we do, Nate? We cleaned it up. Nate was helping clean up a little bit, so I think we got most of our tools that we're going to take packed away. We should be pretty good, so we're just waiting on Jason to show up here. I think we need to top this off with methanol, so we're good to go. And otherwise, I think this baby here better hold together because we're coming for that 6K. So, James, Cleetus, all you guys, any of the big dogs think you're going to win again? Not happening. We're coming for you. All right, cut, Nate. Stop recording. Did you think you did pretty good, though? Mm-hmm. You want to be the cameraman? Oh, don't pick at that.
Daddy,
That's stuff underneath the paint.
could I make my own channel?
You want to make your own YouTube channel? You can probably get more subscribers than me, you think?
Mm-hmm.
What? What do you mean, yeah? Well, it's about 5:50 a.m. Wednesday morning, and I think we're leaving, guys. This has got to be a new record for us. Jason's trying to back the toter up. I don't know what he's doing, but backing up here, we got 25 gallons of methanol loaded up. Both Camaro and truck are full. And I know I said I would show it, so when Jason gets back here, get a little glimpse of it. Man, it's hard to really see anything here, but obviously being this dark in the morning. But yeah, right up front in our little tire collection here, got our spare tires there, and we've got a set of Hoosiers. Oh yeah, what size are these? I don't even know. 31 12s. 31 by 12, I think. All right, well, that's going to do it for this video, guys. Next one, we're going to be at Cleetus and Cars. So that means Friday night, Death Trap's going to be running test and tune. We're not doing anything crazy, guys. We're just going to, no roll cage, like I said before. So we're just going to do a little bit of test hits on it and maybe get a feel of this drag racing thing. I mean, I've done it before, but nothing with anything like this. So, all right, like, comment, share, and subscribe, guys. Wish us the best of luck down there in Florida, especially with the LS blowing up. Could use some funds to help build something even better. All right, we'll catch you in the next one.